So let's take a look at how this sidestep cancel works. You see, as I do up 3-3 and hold forward, Lili goes into do glide, right? She just slides forward after it makes contact. Goes into do glide. But once you're in do glide, you can just press up to cancel it into sidestep. The do glide will stop and Lili immediately sidesteps. So if I just hold forward after the move, and then tap up, looks like that. As soon as I see the do glide, tap up. Do glide, tap up. That's all that I'm really doing to cancel that. So once you've canceled the do glide into sidestep, you can basically do whatever you want from a sidestep, right? You have access to all of your moves for the most part out of sidestep, which includes back 2-1 that we're using in this case. So all that's really happening is just a correct tap up to cancel and then do the next move immediately. It's kind of harder to follow in the notation sometimes, but you can see where I'm holding forward after the last hit of up 3-3 to go into the do glide. I just tap up one time, which cancels that into a sidestep, and the very next thing you see is back 2-1, and then I hold forward to go into that do glide. That's it. That's all there really is to it. It can be tricky to learn, and eventually it just becomes muscle memory. You don't have to watch for the do glide. You can just kind of do glide and do it. Like, you'll learn how to do it a couple of times, you know, throughout other combos. As soon as you tap up, you can cancel it and do whatever you want from there. It's kind of a pretty important skill, but it's not paramount, right? You want to learn how to do it because you get good combos from it, but you don't need it if you find it too difficult. I think eventually, though, you'll get used to it. It's not that big a deal. It's just a matter of learning when that works. So there's a couple things you can do, like in training mode, to figure it out. I'm just going to use back 1 here for simplicity's sake. If you do back 1 and hold forward in a do glide, right? Let's say you want to do this and you cancel into a 2. Like that. You want to sidestep and cancel into 2 jab. If you get this, that was do glide 2, right? That was the homing move out of do glide 2. That means you were still in do glide when you pressed 2. You failed to get the up in order to cancel it. So that can happen sometimes if you press it too fast. If you aren't actually in the do glide state yet. Like if you press up before she actually enters the do glide, that can happen. I mean, like I said, you'll eventually learn the timing of exactly when it is you can press it, and you can speed it up and speed it up until you get there. Like, you can wait really long and then do it, or you can do it instantly like that. So once you learn that little bit of window, I think it starts to get much easier. It's like, oh, I can actually do that pretty quick. And the instant you tap up, just do whatever you're going to do afterward. Immediately do the next move. You don't have to wait for anything to cancel or whatever at that point. Once you've entered that sidestep state, you can do whatever you want instantly. So that's all that's really happening there, is you're doing do glide and then canceling it into sidestep, which is just hitting the brakes. And then you do whatever move you want to do next, which in this case is back 2-1.